All right, y'all, what is going on? Back with another video. I'm out here working, making it happen. You know how it goes. Still out here making it happen, making this money, and it is what it is. But we just got some news about the Steam machine. I want to talk about the Steam machine, give you my thoughts and opinions on it because, yeah, that price is looking kind of scary, ain't it? That price looking scary, but we're going to talk about it. Now, look, if you want the base 512 gigabyte model, it is $1,049.99, $1,050 basically. You get the Steam machine. You don't get a controller, whatever the case may be. And yeah, that's what you get. Now the other one is 1350, 1349, and that comes with a couple of face plates. You get 2 terabytes of memory, and yeah, it is what it is. Now, I'm not gonna go through the whole specs or whatever. I just know that's what you get on off the rip. But the long story short, the performance or the actual parts are kind of similar to a PlayStation 5, or let's say, for instance, if you have like a PC with a 3600X in it. Now, that's rough. That's pretty rough if you're looking at what's going on. Now, CPU wise, 5600X, you're talking about a PC that's on the AM4 model, or the AM4 platform, which now AM5 is like the way to go right now. But that's just the way it is right now. It is kind of like in that area where when you start playing some of these games, based on what I've seen, you're basically getting around 1080p, below 60 in some cases. You got to get things optimized for it to be 60 frames, 1440p optimized, around 60 or below. I've seen some games that run below 30 on the actual machine. And if you're looking at something with that type of performance and you're paying $1,000 or $1,300 for it, it's just not worth it, man. That is kind of outrageous. But at the same time, we kind of knew that's the way things are going. Look at PC parts right now, and you trying to consoleize a PC, this is what you're going to get. This is one of the reasons why consoles are kind of behind on PCs, because with PC you can get like the latest and greatest pretty easily. But even with a pre-built, it does have its its issues. But when you want to try to consoleize a PC like what they're doing here, this is what you get. You're basically getting, sub PS5 or right at PS5 performance for $1,000 plus. That is, that's kind of outrageous if you really think about it. That's kind of crazy. I wouldn't do it, but I know people are going to buy this because of the fact that, people want the name. People want the name. They want that Valve Steam machine. They're buying it for the name. I don't see anybody buying this and turn around and say, you know what? I'm going to game on this. You're going to have some content creators out here. They're going to play some games on it for content, and I get it. But for the average person, like, well, I am a content creator, but the average person who just like the game like me, I'm not touching this thing. And it is unfortunate because I did a TikTok months ago, or probably about a year ago, saying like, yo, I want to buy this because I thought this was going to be the thing. I could put this in my living room, or I could put it in my son's room, or I can even have it up there in my game room and just play when I don't want to feel like dealing with the PC. I can just snap over there to the Steam machine and just continue to pick up where I left off in the game. But things change, price points change, things happen, and you sit here and be like, oh man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, not necessarily afford it, because I could buy it, but is it worth it if I'm going to be playing something at 1080p 30 or 1080p 60 on low, when I can just do that on my PC? And it's just like, for $1,000, I could just upgrade some more stuff on my PC, or I just build a second PC or a third PC and give that to my son or something. Because I have a PC for streaming, and I got one for gaming, and the dual PC setup. But that's what I'm saying, is like, at the end of the day, is it even worth it picking something like this up? To strictly game. I'm not talking about to get just to, have, and people want to have this in the background of their videos, and some people want to have it just to put out for content or whatever. For somebody who just wants to game, like somebody like me, I'm just a gamer that just happen to make videos. So I'm about this gaming life. I want to play games, and if I'm going to pick this up, and I just don't see myself picking this up the game on, it's just not viable $1,000 to $1,300. I mean, like I said, I could get it, but it's like PlayStation 5 performance. I can get a PS5 Pro and be all right. You know what I'm saying? And I know some people like, but you get the PC experience or whatever the case may be. What PC games you gonna be playing on that? I mean, let's be honest. Counter-Strike, and I'm not knocking Counter-Strike because, speaking of Counter-Strike, excellent tournament they had this past weekend. I enjoyed every bit of it. But I'm just saying, it's like, what PC exclusives you gonna be playing on it? Now, if you want to play Counter-Strike, I'm pretty sure this thing will run Counter-Strike like butter, because everything can run Counter-Strike, right? I mean, Counter-Strike is so easy to run. You can probably get like 100 frames per second on it. But like I said, like if you want to play some AAA games, current AAA games, you might be on that side like, I don't know, man. I don't think I could do it, because you're going to be struggling with some of these games. Like I saw some Black Myth Wukong, I saw Crimson Desert, I saw Cyberpunk. I mean, it was just at PlayStation 5 performance, you know what I'm saying? Like, just get a PS5, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the way I'm looking at it, like, bro, for $1,000, man, and you don't even get a controller, and the controller's like $80. And then if you buy the controller along with it, you're looking at $1,200 for the base and almost $1,500 for the 2 gig one. That is insane, man. And it's like, I think at the end of the day, I do think this is going to sell, because the same people who want the Steam Deck, which people buy the Steam Deck, and I understand even with the price hike that went up to $1,000. People still bought the Steam Deck. And I get it because of portability. People may look at that a little bit different. But the Steam machine, I can see them buying it based off the name only. I don't see nobody buying to say, oh my God, I'm about to set this up and this going to be my secondary or whatever the case may be. Because, man, you can get an Optiplex PC. Like, you can get an Optiplex PC and get that same 3060 off of Amazon, right? I saw Amazon got a 3060 right now for like $260. Put that in the Optiplex and you damn near got what you got right now with the Steam Deck. I mean, it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of wild, but that's the times we're living in right now, y'all. That's the times we're living in times where, PC parts are expensive, they're scarce. I still got to get another stick of RAM for my PC because, look, I got the 9060, which is excellent, but I'm only running off of 16 gigs of RAM on my motherboard. I need another stick, so that's going to be tough. But I'm going to manage. And once I get that, the PC will be complete. And with the 9060 XT, and what I got in there is actually pretty solid with the 7500X 3D. I'm good for right now. I'm good right now. But I would just say this, y'all. Like, for real, man, look into getting a PS5 or something, or look into trying to get that PS5 Pro, because the PS5 Pro is outdoing what this is doing, and or if you want to get into PC gaming, man, get a pre-built. Some pre-builts that you can get right now were actually pretty cheap. I seen a pretty solid one for $8.99. I mean, it's that cheap, but compared to the Steam machine, yeah, $8.99, and it pretty much does exactly what this is doing now. So it's really, I don't know. It's just really unfortunate at the end of the day. It should not have to be like this, but it is what it is, man. But yeah, that's the Steam machine, man. $1,049 for the base, $1,349 for the 2 terabyte, and I'm not even gonna get into the PS6 and the next Xbox. I mean, those right there is gonna be. I'm not gonna get into it. I mean, you're talking about $1,200-$1,300 consoles. I mean, probably even more than that. They need to just not even think about releasing those right now. That's ridiculous. But we'll talk about that at a later time. I'm gonna get up out of here. Appreciate you making it this far. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.